Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be checking out the AGL KALE in the SYN Shenron fight, the new hardest fight on Global, Stage 7 of the Shadow Dragons event. Now, I did manage to find, crazily enough, considering this video is going to be releasing on Saturday, but I am recording it Friday evening. So the KALE banner has been out in the game for, what time is it now? For 13 hours. And the friend that I found for this run is Rainbow full level 10 links. So yeah, somebody's been putting in the hard graft already, which is pretty crazy. So I brought this STR Caulifla. I know she is definitely not the best, but I feel like she could come in handy for the final phase, because at least she has type advantage if we fail to get our dodges. And obviously we do need to have a Universe 6 ally on rotation with KALE. I mentioned it in the 55% showcase, but I feel like that is my biggest issue with KALE, like right now as the game stands and like her team stands, is you want a unit with the name Caulifla involved in the name on the team, and you want a Universe 6 ally to be on rotation with her, but there just aren't that many good options for it. Now, obviously, KALE and Caulifla getting their EZA very soon is going to be very good. They will probably be, like, auto-include on her team, right? But until then, you're left with some interesting options, right? Because, like, I've bought the AGL Caulifla as well. Now, she EZA'd a long time ago, so it'll be interesting to see if she does actually manage to hold her own at all in this event. Obviously, she is going to have she has 50% chance to dodge. And then she does have a 30% chance to counter a super, which obviously, if she doesn't counter it, she can still dodge it. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But you can see, so with the Universe 6 ally, we obviously get extra buffs. The Rainbow friend has 317k in slot 1. Now, obviously, KALE is not really a slot 1 unit. So I feel like it's probably still safer to put her in slot 1 than Caulifla. I guess it depends, right? Because obviously on the perfect RNG turn, the AGL Caulifla would just dodge everything and then we would be fine, so it wouldn't matter. But I mean, as long as he doesn't super in slot 1, I imagine, yeah, we take double digit damage, so that's fine. And then we're getting 60% extra on super, so 7.2. Pretty good, especially considering that AGL Caulifla is a Shattering the Limit unit, so KALE does not have Fierce Battle active here as well. And then, of course, after the super. Very unlucky with the RNG, though. She only did 1 super, and we have the Universe 6 ally. So she had a high chance to super again. She just gets that when she supers. And then we had a 70% chance for her to super again, because we have the Universe 6 ally on rotation, and we didn't get either of them. And then my one in slot 3, mine is obviously 55%. I have been link leveling mine all day. Again, this is being recorded Friday evening. I've been out doing a bunch of errands and stuff like that, so I've just had this running on the auto clicker. So I should actually double check what link level she is, but mine at least is coming in clutch with all the additionals here. So it'll be interesting to see mine take a super here now, because her damage reduction for the turn should be maxed out. And we get the additional from the hidden potential. Was that the quad super turn? The God RNG? I think it might have been. Because yeah, KALE unfortunately is one of those units where, like, this is only my second time using her, right? I made the 55% showcase, and now I'm recording the SYN video. And like, I really like her. I think she's really good as a unit. It's just one of those things where her team, I feel like, just lets her down massively, right? So if we float off the Gogeta here, then we'll get him to come back and instantly instantly transform. So that works out quite nicely. I'm hoping on Gohan to finish off SYN, or at least for Caulifla too, if he doesn't, just so we don't have to go through the ordeal of hoping that Caulifla dodges and massively increasing my blood pressure. But apparently we are going to do that, so at least we do lower attack with Gohan, and he's not going to super Caulifla, so I think worst case scenario, she doesn't dodge the normals. We don't die? I don't know. How much is she? I mean, she's a free-to-play unit with an EZA, so I guess we'll see. There's a dodge. There's another dodge. 3 for 3, baby. Let's go. All right, and then Gogeta going to get the W in slot 3. I mean, actually, that works out better for the long run, right? Because that means Gogeta gets a stack on his attack now, so he will be slightly more powerful when he comes back. Because remember, KALE, part of KALE's leader skill is transformation boost. So we can run units like the blue fusions. I could have bought both of them, but I decided to just bring the one. And then, of course, this is where we get to the main event, shall we say, where we can now transform Kale. And now she becomes a solid slot 1 unit. So she's got 423k defense, the rainbow one here. Now, bear in mind, remember, once she transforms, when she takes the first hit, she's now going to get a 60% attack and defense buff for 3 turns. So when we see her at the start of the next turn, that buff will be active and we'll actually be able to see what her start of turn defense is then. But obviously she tanks for double 9.8. Okay, so that's 9.8 without Fierce Battle active. I need to double check actually. I'm pretty sure that Khalifa doesn't have Fierce Battle. 10 million on the additional, because remember she raises attack and defense for 1 turn on super. She has 2 additionals that have a medium chance to become a super. So one was and the second wasn't, and then unfortunately we didn't get the hidden potential. But how much did she take from this? Yeah, double-digit damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Good showing from the Rainbow Kale. Khalifa with the crit, you love to see it. She's trying, you know. I still, honestly, I am baffled that the side banner unit wasn't a really good, like, support Khalifa. That would have been the absolute perfect release for Kale. And now the fact that Kale has had a solo Dokkan Fest and Khalifa hasn't, I can assume that that means at some point in the next year, we will get a Dokkan Fest Khalifa, right? And then obviously the two of them together will be a very powerful combo. But the problem is they don't want to wait too long to do that, because obviously we don't want this Kale to age out. I mean, with the way her kit works, I think it's going to be fairly difficult for her to age out unless we get some massive power creep. But if they wait longer than, you know, imagine they wait a full year to release a Dokkan Fest Khalifa, then obviously that's potentially not going to be all that great. So yeah, mine got up to... what have we got? A couple of 5s, couple of 6s, couple of 7s, couple of 8s. I mean, that's not too bad, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and transform mine. I did say this in the 55% showcase, but she doesn't get any kind of permanent build-up or anything, so there is no reason not to just immediately transform her when you can. So since my Gohan has higher defense, let me do this. Then we can give the AGL orbs to Gohan and get some more defense. Now... if we don't kill him here, he potentially kills Khalifa, but I also just want to see how hard Kale's going to get hit in slot 1. So I don't want to use an item here. Let's see. So she should take double digits? Okay, 30k. Oh, she does need the first hit to get the buff. Okay, so that is at 55%. So she takes 30k. And then, yeah, we do get an additional super. I think we should be good here then to kill him, because we still get at least 1 guaranteed normal that could be a super, which it wasn't, but we did crit, and so then that's GG for Sin. Okay, very good, very good. All right, so this is the Rainbow Kale with her buff, because she's been hit once, right, on the previous turn, so she gets the extra attack and defense for 3 turns, so she will have that buff active now at the start of this turn. And then, of course... Gogeta is able to dodge absolutely everything. So even though Kale is good in slot 1, because she has the buff, she doesn't need to be hit on this turn. Yeah, she doesn't have Fierce Battle. So the previous turn, that was her with these 5 links. So if we put you there, we have every link except for the Saiyan lineage. I'm sorry, is that 677k defense with guard, with no support? This is what I'm saying. Like, Kale is really good. It's just... like, I'm running this AGL Khalifa so that Kale can look this good. So, yeah, we do not like that. Now, I did mention it briefly in my 55% showcase. I guess I'll have to do an actual video for it. But you can, of course, transform just one of the Kales and then run them together as a rotation. And obviously, that will be very effective as well. I mean, we got to trust in Khalifa, right? It's only 1 attack. Come on. You can't let the side down here. Hopefully he tries to super Gogeta, that would be perfect. Although, at the same time, okay, he did. I would kind of like to see him super Kale, because after Kale gets her super attack off, she's going to be, what, over 800k defense with guard, and that's if she only supers once. And she could super 4 times, so pretty good. And then, of course, Gogeta, guaranteed dodge. Sadly, though, only getting the additional normals from his passive, but he does come through with the additional super from the hidden potential. Of course, my Gogeta does have the 8th anniversary battle skill orbs. Well, he has 2 out of the 3. So both Vegito and Gogeta want to be built. One wants to be full additional, which is Gogeta. One wants to be built full crit, which is Vegito. The 8th anniversary skill orbs, I can't remember which way around it is, but the silver ones or the gold ones, one give crit and one give additional. So I didn't give those ones to Vegito and Gogeta, right? Like if they're level 5, say it was the silver was crit, Gogeta doesn't need crit, so I just left him with a silver level 5 additional, but I gave him the anniversary battle gold one because the gold ones give them the additional and some extra defense. So they do miss out on the extra defense they would get that the silver one gives, but I feel like I would just rather them have the full additional or full crit build rather than use that anniversary battle skill orb just to get some extra defense. So that's the way I look at it. Obviously, if you guys feel differently, of course, let me know how you built your guys' ones down below in the comments section. I could do this realistically. We are very close to being dead as well. So let's go ahead and do this. And then can we win this turn? I mean, my Kale has, what, everything except Saiyan Lineage active again, which is pretty good. So if we grab these, actually, what is her defense? Because she got hit last time as well. So 55%, no support, 446k, and obviously with guard. Still pretty good, not the craziest. I mean, free-to-play Khalifa is just going to die if we don't use an item, right? But I mean, I want to see what kind of damage Kale takes, right? So even if we do die here, it is fine. I mean, obviously Goku could, I was going to say, not dodge a super, and then he would die, but we are all good here. Man, I massively underestimated how good Super Saiyan Goku is. Like, when we all saw his details straight away, a lot of people were like, oh, so I just never want to transform him into a Super Saiyan then. But he's really good. And then 8 million for the 55% Kale, I think, is pretty good here as well. We get the first additional from the Hidden Potential, jump up to 8.5. So, I mean, Kale is looking pretty good. We just, yeah, again, then up to 9. Damn. Can we get the Hidden Potential? Mine has 6 additional. She has a 12% chance to additional here. No, but double digits from Physical Omega is pretty good. Now, will STR Khalifa sell us down the river here in slot 3? Let's see. She does get extra defense from her supers, of course she did, but she didn't dodge. So this is what I mean. We need better team members for her. But I mean, Kale performs fantastically well. I think I said this in the 55% showcase, I'm pretty sure. But once LR, Kale and Khalifa get their EZA, I'm actually really looking forward to trying out Kale on a team not with her lead and then just running her and Kale and Khalifa as a rotation. Because in the early turns, neither of them are really great for slot 1, but the enemy doesn't hit as hard, so you could kind of take that risk. And then once Kale transforms, especially if that rotation starts on turn 2, she then transforms on turn 4, and then boom, she's your slot 1 unit. And then that rotation will be incredibly good. So, I don't know, I really like Kale. I just, I'm not super sold on her team. If the release window, that is the thing that has hurt her the most, right? Like, if the worldwide celebration wasn't in 2 weeks, I would quite happily do a couple more summons on her banner to try and get a dupe for her, but I mean, I'm not doing that right before the worldwide celebration. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Definitely a good unit, released at a bad time. It's unfortunate. Hopefully when she returns for the first time on a banner, it's with a really good new unit, because then that's just an added bonus if you summon on that banner, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.